Familiarize yourself with the things that are going on, whether that's the sporting expo, where to get your race kit, where the start lines are. You know, we have lots of porta-johns, toilets, and those type of things. So just familiarize yourself so that race day comes along, you're very relaxed. You know where you're going. You don't have to worry about last minute panics about where do I do this, where do I park, all of those kinds of things. And then, you know, before the race, make sure you have all your things ready as well, like your shoes, hopefully not a brand new pair. This is probably not the shoes you want to wear for your race, so you want to wear something that you've broken in. Probably the biggest tip I would have in terms of the diet before your race is to eat lightly before, typically sort of 2 to 4 hours, depending on personal preference. Sort of thinking about eating something like bagels, some lighter breads, maybe a piece of fruit like a banana, but don't get into a heavy burger and milkshake a few hours before, because that's just going to sit with you during the entire run and make you feel very uncomfortable. There's a few things that are different with a large race weekend like this, is that your pace is going to be somewhat controlled by the other runners around you. As the pace starts out, you'll probably just be pulled along, and a lot of people say, I feel restricted running, I can't run as fast as I kind of want to. It's actually a good thing for most people, especially new runners, because they tend to go out too fast and then pay for it later. Timing technology we use with timing chips, we don't actually start your time until you cross the start line. So whether you take 2 minutes to get across the start line or 5, it doesn't matter. During the race, we have hydration about every 3 kilometers. It includes water and the Nuna electrolyte fluid. We also have a number of mister stations for just spraying yourself down. So we mix the two together so that you can stay kind of humid on your body as well as your internal organs. So hydration after the race is also very important. You want to get hydrated as soon as you can, and we have the water and the Nuna electrolyte fluids right after the finish line. All of that hydration is key to your recovery, whether you're doing it for training or racing. It what helps you recover quickly right after, and also avoids any heat strokes. And we have medical stations throughout the courses, depending on which race you're in, every 3 kilometers or so. And always seek help if you're not feeling well, whether that's a small cramp or a blister. But if you do feel well, the most important thing is to seek some help, just to make sure you're okay. A tip as you sort of approach the finish line, first, at that stage you want to enjoy the moment, so take in the cheering. As soon as you cross the finish line, however, we really want you to keep moving. That's important because the runners behind you also want to get the chance to run across the finish line, both for that personal accomplishment of time as well as the experience. That whole experience after can be stressful, but just take your time. It's a nice day. We have some recovery food for you, and just enjoy the day.